Hey, Ron's Bass Lessons here with a straight on for you by heart bass lesson here. There is a cover up. Hopefully the algorithms and what aren't going to flag it for copyright or whatever and take it down. I mean, there are other covers out there, so hopefully they'll leave it alone. But anyway, here's the parts of the song, which is really what you want anyway. So it's in B minor, and the whole intro, is pretty much all featuring the bass. So you're working with bass octaves and fifths. So it starts out right here on the 7th fret on the B. Pretty simple phrase. Octave of the B, back to the 5th of the B here on the 9th fret. Flat 7th to the root. Okay. So you're on down here on the 8th and 7th frets, doing a little pull off. Up to the octave of the B. So all on the 8th, 7th, and 9th frets. So far you have and then chromatically flat 7th to root here on the 7th to 9th frets, hitting the lower root. So that whole phrase and then, let's see, it's hard to do it in pieces. You gotta. Oh yeah, so then one more time repeats it. So it's kind of the second phrase though, so you've already played those notes on 7th and 9th frets. And then it's okay, so we'll slide into the F sharp here on the 8th fret. You just gotta remember you're gonna hit the D here and not the C sharp as part of that lick. So so you got B, A, B here at the end. That's your D. Okay, so just remember you're hitting the D on the 10th fret. So far up to that point we have and then back to that original phrase once, and then so you're on the 16th fret, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th fret, and the 14th fret. Resolving on the B, which is the key of the song. So you're on 14 and 16, and then you're on 12 and 14. So 16, 14, and then pulling off from 16 to 14 on the next, landing on the 16, up on the this is a C sharp to the B. It's B, A, B. Alright, so that whole part of that phrase. Okay, so that's your two phrases, and then right, there's one more. So I may have to play up to it to get it in sequence because that's what's in my head. Right, so same octave phrasing the last time, and then that's the lead up to the beginning of the singing. So it's hitting that octave B every time, starting from 11th fret, 9th fret, and 7th fret. So F sharp, E, and D. And just chromatically up from A to B. Alright, and then the vocal lick start. So you're in the B chord here at first. So you're playing all on the 7th and 9th frets here on the middle two strings. And move down 2 frets. So. Okay. Pretty much all in the same strings here and in the same span of 2 frets. So you're moving from B to A, and then you're starting here on the E. Yeah, so okay, so you're hitting the E, and then you're down to the G chord. So sorry. It's hard to do without playing the whole rep. I'm not used to playing it all at once. So let me just play through the vocals. Okay, so you're always going to turn around on the E chord in the open E. Okay, so that last lick is, again, it's on the span of the 3 and 5 frets. So 5, 3, 5, 5. Okay, and then okay, and I think there is a slight variation. He does a similar riff like this twice in the studio. I think there's a slight variation, but I don't really find it important enough for me. I think very first I learned the slight variation, but I don't really care enough about that particular riff. It happens so fast, and most of the time you can't hear it in the mix anyway when you're live. But anyway, so you're playing here all on the 7th and 9th frets on the bottom 2 strings. So okay, and then you're just sliding up real quick to that 11th fret. Okay, and then back to that same verse sequence again when it goes through the verse, but this time it'll come to the end of the verse. So it'll end differently. Okay. Alright, so basically it plays around on the same 2 things, and it lands on this octave of the E. Because you hit the E to start that lick, and it's just basically restating that same chord. Okay, and then during the chorus, your chorus is in B, and there's basically 3 variations they play behind it. So what I do, the very first time, and I think this is pretty much true to the album anyway, I play it the simplest version of it, and then I mix it up the rest of the song. So, okay, so you're on the 7th fret B, and you go in E, D, and then sliding up to the F sharp, hitting the A down here on the 7th fret. Okay, so you're at now you can do that lick the whole time if you want. It fits, but there's a couple of slight little variations that just give it a little bit of rhythmic interest. So again, 7th fret, slide up, one more time, and then you're going to work your way. Okay, that's the way I do it. So on that last time, you're still working basically within the B pentatonic scale here, pretty much. So the turnaround is G to F sharp, then B, F sharp. Okay, first 2 turnarounds I think are like that. Yeah. So then the second verse, trademark of the Hart bass player, is not played the same way. It's the same chord sequence, but totally different feel. At least the first half of it. Wow, it's hard to remember it without the words behind it, man. Okay, so you're basically playing octaves of the B and then the A, and you're getting back to the G. So oh man, it's so hard to do that without doing it in sequence with the song. Sorry. Wow. Okay, one more time. Play it as slow as I can. And then it goes into the first part. And that one he hits on the lower octave of the E. Okay, and then so the interesting variation on the chorusing. So instead of just staying on the B, he reaches up to the to the F sharp fifth on that version, and there's two different sort of rhythmic things. So one is where he kind of pedals the B, and the other one is just straight. Okay, so again, you can play it any one of the three ways. You're still playing the same chord, making the same statement, but just giving you some variations. So yeah, so what I do is I do all three from now on. I do the third time, then it goes into the instrumental, and so it does it by octave here, starting on the octave of the F sharp on the 4th fret. Okay, so in a nutshell, you're starting on the B, you're doing a chromatic to the C, and then you're working your way up the 7th fret here. You're hitting the octave of the A to start with, and then and then you're doing octaves of B and C. So I'll play it again slow. B, C, A, B, B, C, A, G, F sharp, and then there's playing around on the 2nd and 4th frets on the top 2 strings. So that turnaround is kind of like that. So it slides up to the 9th fret. Again, it's hard to do it out of sequence. Sorry. So A, okay, and hit that last D there for that turnaround, and then you're into the same chorus. Now your turnaround's a double turnaround. Twice to the G and F sharp. And then it goes similar to what you just did on the other before the instrumental. So it does a sort of a 5th here on the B, 2nd fret, 4th fret, and then 4th and 5th fret, and then into the chorus. So just like you were doing before, but that's how you walk your way back into it. So, and then do what you did before. With the just like you did, and then you're going to do the octave funky stuff at the end. So you're just playing octaves here, second and fourth fret of the B chord. And then seventh, sixth, and fourth fret, you know, in time. And then I like to do up here to the 11th, 9th, and 7th also. Okay, and then there's slightly more going on than this, but this is good enough. You're kind of hanging out waiting for the guitar to start that final riff that we're all familiar with. So instead of doing the same old, I go. Okay, so it's B, and then you're going 4, 2, 4, open, 4, 2. And once I hear the guitar doing that, sort of that final riff, then, and again, there's a couple more notes he throws in here and there, but that's the meat and potatoes of it. So you're kind of doing a ghost slide back on the A string, and then you're on 9th and 7th frets on the bottom two strings. And I rotate between bottom string 9 to 7, next one up 7 to 9, and again, any variation you want to add to that's fine. Okay, and I know that can go on forever in some recordings. I think the one I have, they faded it out early, which is probably fine for this purpose. So anyway, that's it. That's all the parts. So I'm not sure if I tabbed it or not. I know I meant to, but I don't know if I did. So I plan to if I haven't. So if you want my hand tab, let me know. Just send an email. It's at the end of the video or in the description of the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.